All right, let's get right into it. The way we handle customer identity today is, to put it mildly, putting us at risk. We're running on an architecture that was built for a much simpler time, and frankly, it's costing us. It's costing us in security, in our ability to scale, and most importantly, in our customers' trust. So today, I'm here to talk about a really fundamental shift we need to make, moving from our brittle account-level model to a secure tenant-level architecture. And just to be clear, this isn't some minor tech upgrade. This is about re-architecting customer trust from the ground up. So here's how we'll walk through it. First, I'm going to lay out just how broken our foundation is. Then, we'll look at the very real, very high cost of doing nothing. After that, we'll get into the good stuff, the tenant-level solution, a practical plan to actually make the shift happen. And finally, a glimpse of the secure and scalable future this unlocks for all of us.
Okay, let's dive right into the core of the problem. Our current system for managing customer contacts, their permissions, and even their service contracts, it's more than just technical debt. Honestly, it's a ticking time bomb. It's creating some serious security risks, it's holding us back from scaling effectively, and it's actively frustrating our customers.
This slide really says it all. Right now, in our current state, a single contact at the account level is like a master key. It can grant permissions across every single tenant a customer owns. And when I say tenant, I mean a course org, a Tableau site, a MuleSoft environment, you name it. So a user with access to one could have access to all of them. It's a huge security hole. The future state on the right is the fix. Each tenant gets its own dedicated contacts, its own set of keys. It's precise, it's secure, and you know what? It's what our customers already expect from us. Now, a key character in this whole story is the primary designated contact, or the PDC. When a customer buys a product, the very first user on that order becomes the PDC. They're the admin, the gatekeeper, the person with the keys to add other users and set permissions. In our current world, this critical role is tied to the account, and that's exactly where all the problems start. You know, the root of the issue is pretty simple. This architecture wasn't built to be bad. It was just built for a time when one customer account meant one single tenant. That world is long gone. Today, our customers have these complex, multi-cloud environments all sitting under one billing account, and our system just can't handle it. We're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, and it's just not working. And you don't have to take my word for it. This quote from Glenn Durant nails the real-world consequence. Our customers are forced to create multiple, totally unnecessary accounts just to get some basic separation and control over who has access to what. Think about that. It's not just a headache for them, it completely pollutes our own data, and it's a giant flashing sign that our foundational model is broken. So, what's the actual cost of just letting this legacy system limp along? Because this isn't just some technical inconvenience. We're talking about tangible, negative impacts on the business. Everything from serious security vulnerabilities to operational drag and even lost revenue. This number right here, this should be a wake-up call for all of us. 13.5%. That's the adoption rate of our critical security contact field. This is the person we absolutely have to reach during a security incident, and almost 9 times out of 10, we can't find them because the system is so convoluted. This isn't just a symptom of the bad architecture. It's putting us and our customers at a level of risk that is completely unacceptable. And the pain points are severe. We have massive security gaps. We have total data chaos with 3 different conflicting contact objects. The customer experience is a mess. Tableau, for example, already operates at the tenant level while Core doesn't, which just creates confusion. And get this, it means a premium service contract bought for one specific tenant incorrectly gets applied to all the others under the account. That's a huge operational drag, it's a compliance nightmare, and it's a direct liability for us. If we contact the wrong person during a breach, that is on us. Suzanne Vega from our security architecture team summed it up perfectly. She called the current system a free-for-all. There's no governance, zero control over who sets the designated contact. It's basically an unauditable process that creates just enormous risk for us and, more importantly, for our customers. Okay, enough about the problems. Let's talk about the solution. The good news is we have a clear, logical, and really secure path forward by re-architecting at the tenant level. The new flow is beautifully clean and simple. Step 1, a new tenant gets provisioned. Step 2, the first user from that order automatically becomes the PDC and the default security contact for that specific tenant. Step 3, the record gets stamped with the tenant ID. And from then on, that PDC securely manages users for that single tenant only. No more guesswork, no more wide-open security holes. It just makes sense. I mean, the difference here is just night and day. We move from this account-level chaos to tenant-level clarity. PDCs manage users on a per-tenant basis. Service contracts are tied to the specific tenants they were bought for, which ends that whole issue of a premium contract accidentally giving features to everyone. And security ownership becomes explicit, clear, and auditable. Honestly, this is how it should have worked from the very beginning. So you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how in the world do we actually make this happen? Well, I want to assure you, this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky idea. We have a practical, achievable plan that we can start working on today. Now this, right here, this is the single most compelling part of this entire plan. The core logic to manage contacts at the tenant level, it already exists. It's not theoretical, it's active and proven in production for Tableau right now. Our main task is to enable a feature flag for our other clouds and, of course, conduct really rigorous testing. The heavy lifting on the core engineering is already done. And we're not just going to flip a switch overnight. We'll execute this in 4 clear phases. We start with enablement, turning on that flag. Then a CSM-guided migration for our customers. Then we'll roll out a customer self-service tool. And finally, we'll put long-term governance in place. This phased approach lets us roll out the new system smoothly with minimal disruption. And this is what that future actually looks like for our customers. This new org settings page gives a PDC a clean, centralized view of every single licensed user for any given tenant. No more hunting around, no more ambiguity, it's just clear. And managing those users will be just as simple. With an intuitive pop-up like this, a PDC can add, edit, or deactivate users directly. This self-service capability, which will integrate beautifully into our org.cs systems, is a game changer. It empowers our customers, and it's going to deliver huge cost savings by cutting down support tickets. It's a true win-win. So let me wrap up by zooming out to the strategic imperative here. This is so much more than just a technical fix. This is really a fundamental shift in how we build our products and, frankly, how we do business. We are literally transforming our foundation. We're moving from what feels like a house of cards to a fortress. We're getting away from siloed records and painful manual escalations and moving toward a single source of truth, a canonical contact service with guided self-service flows and real-time data integrity. We are finally moving from a reactive model to a proactive, governed one. So why does this matter so much? Well, first, it's about fundamentally rebuilding customer trust. It's about drastically reducing our risk profile. It's about driving massive efficiency for both our customers and our own internal teams. But, and this is the big one for everyone in this room, it unblocks us. This change is the mandatory foundation for building the granular, tenant-level roles and permissions that our next generation of products absolutely depends on. Without this, we can't move forward. Look, our foundation for customer trust and security has cracks in it. The question before us today is simple. Are we ready to rebuild it on solid ground? I believe we are, and I believe we must. Thank you.